Guys, day 8 of this incredible series, Road to 1 million in funding, the series that I'm documenting 0 to 1 million in funding, all in front of your eyes, live on YouTube. Now, this week could be one of the most tricky, difficult, hard, risky weeks due to the US elections. These are the weeks where you could blow your funding account or you could pass due to the volatility, so we've got to be careful. I don't know what's going to happen. Come along with me live. So planning and preparation is going to be key for this week. So I've just done my watch list. Pullback moves are looking quite nice for this week if we get entries. We've got a few on watch. And as I mentioned before, I'm only going to be taking high probability setups, A+ setups, because of the volatility. So I'll let you guys know if there are any opportunities today. I'll break them down. If I take any trades, I'll show you. So the game plan, I won't be trading any US dollar pairs until after Tuesday because of the volatility. It's going to be too much. If there's A+ setups and such high quality trades on other currency pairs, then yeah, I'll look to take those positions. But that's, like I said, where preparation comes in. In hindsight, probably wasn't best to buy the funded account when I did, because obviously we've got the elections this week, which means could be less trade. We have unlimited time on the account, so there's no rush. So market's open, guys. It's Monday. A lot of gapping has occurred, as you can see on the open. With now it's just 10 o'clock, half 10. A lot of the pairs that I had on watch, as you can see, great DDPs, but we broke down. But the gapping occurred, and now nothing really suggesting an entry at the minute. Everything else I was looking at is just messy now. It's just messy price action because of the gapping. Like this New Zealand dollar Swiss trade, potentially would have looked for entries around here, but it just looks messy. It's not clean. Obviously, we have to be cautious. So if anything, you've got to sit on your hands. I know I sat on my hands a lot last week, and it could be a similar first couple of days of this week, but that is what it is. The best strategy is to preserve capital and not risk and lose on stupid positions that you could quite easily avoid. There's always going to be another trade. You know, on average, I'll take about 8 to 12 trades per month all week to look for good, clean opportunities. And we'll see if they're there. Of course, I'll enter. But I'm not just going to enter for YouTube. I'm not just going to enter to get content. This is the process before I look for trades, during and after, that I'll show everybody. Gapping that occurred from the open. So what I see potentially happening is maybe a rejection of this high, and then if we can get the breakdown. I was looking for the breakdown here today during Asia, pullback London, and this morning I could have looked for an entry short. I like this daily at this key support area, support and resistance area. We sold off multiple times before. Not the best daily close, but if these timeframes are shifted, then we could have got potential entry. So what I'd be looking at now, some kind of rejection of these highs, and then some kind of sell-off. That would be like a nice double top. We get the lower low formed, break upon the, below this low, pull back, and then I'll target just this 4-hour 50 here. So if anything develops, I'll let you guys know, but I think it's looking to be quite a slow day again. US dollar Singapore looking to be pulling back. If we can get back, usually the entry model would be a break and retest of the 1 hour, 4 hour, and the pivot. We don't have the pivot. But the problem is on the daily, as you can see, is we've already hit the target of the 20 EMA because we gapped down. So that's a massive negative. Also, because of the strategy that I'm currently trading, although I like it and I've been trading it for a while, although I like this strategy, I'm going to be looking at other options for shorter term trades. So I trade a lot of the currency pairs, as you know, the main currency pairs, but I trade a large range of currency pairs. And what I'm going to be looking to do is focus on one currency pair as well, where I can quickly day trade, quick in and out moves, while these other pairs are developing, because there's a lot of waiting around, as you would have saw last week, a lot of being patient, sitting on your hands. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do some research, but I'm going to be looking to implement another sort of style where I can capitalize on one currency pair, mainly pound probably, and I can just look for opportunities while these hybrid day trading opportunities are occurring on the other strategy. Because if there's a lot of waiting around and a lot of being patient, it's more of a passive style of trading, which I do enjoy because you don't want to be fixated on the charts all the time. But I also want to be a bit more active trading too. So if I can develop both, then that would be good. I can, when I know there's no opportunities on the higher time frames, or on the sort of hybrid day trading / swing trading setups, I'm going to be looking to implement quick moves so I can get activated into the market. Because like I said, I do want to be active as well. So let me know what you think about that. Also, guys, let me know how you're navigating the election, because again, like I said, it's going to be a difficult time to trade, but it can be very prosperous. If you capture these moves and you get on the right side of the market, you can make some good returns quite quickly. So let me know how you're navigating it. Let me know in the comments below. It should be an interesting time. We seem to be selling off from these highs, so if we get the breakdown like I showed earlier, then we could look for a retest and an entry. The chance of that happening today, it's 2:30. Is it going to happen in a couple of hours? Probably not, so it might be tomorrow. It's Euro CAD, so it might have some effect, but obviously it's not a US dollar pair, so the elections, hopefully, you know, we should be okay. But I am happy to take positions just if they're high quality. The hardest part I'm finding, I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, I might have mentioned this before, is the ability to be patient and sit on your hands, because I want to be in trades. I want to be taking trades. When I've just bought this 100k account and I want to be documenting it and showing it, I want to be entering positions, and sometimes it's so important to sit on your hands. But again, I find it difficult, and that's where I think I before have took lower probability setups, because I'm waiting. I see a half decent setup, but it's not perfect. I'm itching to get into that position. And I think that's the difficulty. You know, obviously today there is no entry, so there is nothing for me to enter, so I'm not missing out on anything, and I'm just sitting here watching. But every other job you do, every other career you go into, you're always full on actively working. But with this, you're sitting here doing nothing. Yeah, you're technically working because you're analysing the charts and you're making sure that you're prepared. But the only work you can do is taking the trades that are part of your plan. And if you have a back-tested edge, then you know long term, if you take those trades over time, you'll have a profitable edge, which means you'll be up on your money. But while the edge isn't presenting an entry, or there is no opportunity for me in my style, I'm sure there's other styles and other people that have entered trades. But for the way I trade and the strategy I learned and the data that I've got on the strategy that I trade, it's very difficult to sit here and not take trades. I'm not sure if you guys have felt the same way. I mean, it's not difficult in the sense that I'm not going to, but you get the urge to want to take trades or want to be active, or otherwise I feel a little bit unproductive. I feel a bit like, you know, I should be doing more. I should be changing a system to get more active. And that's not the right way to go about it. As I mentioned, I will look into a shorter term system as well. But primarily, this is the style that I'm trading. And there will be lots of opportunities at some point. And there's going to be times where after a busy period, it usually quietens down. So yeah, it's difficult. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. It's just not reacting to those impulses or those urges to want to be in a position. It's not a day job where you're getting paid every single day or every single month. You could have 2 weeks of the month where you're negative 3% down. The last week or 2 weeks, you could have 6% week, and then you're up 3%. It's not as simple as every month you get paid X amount or every day you earn X amount. That's a job mentality. With trading, you could have a slower period where you don't take any trades, or you have a losing streak where you're down on your account, but then you could turn it around. You could take your trades in the last week of the month and end up making more, and that you'd be up 2-3%. And let's face it, 2-3% on a large amount of capital, if it's 400k account or even a 200k account, that's like £4,000 or £8,000. So you don't need to be taking or making like 10% per month. Obviously that would be fantastic, but if you even made 2-3% on 400k account, that's 12,000. So I think all I've got to do, like I said, stick with my plan, focus on the process, not the outcome. The process is executing my plan, and then the outcome should take care of itself. If I'm taking high quality trades, I know I've got an edge. I've got the data on each currency pair with my entry model. So yeah, that's all we can do. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day for this episode, guys. Check out tomorrow's episode. Hopefully there's some more positions. It is election day tomorrow, so we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate the support on all the videos. You guys have been going crazy. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It helps grow the channel, it helps this journey get out to more people. Not many people are putting themselves out there like this. So yeah, I appreciate the support. And I'll see you tomorrow at about 6 p.m.